The areas that have been hard hit include the Central Business District of Obuasi, Bidiem, Mensakrom, Nyameso, Bogobri, Kunka, North Nyamibechre, Emuye, among others. People struggled to scoop out the floodwaters in their homes, and workplaces were also not spared. Some major roads were flooded as commuters faced difficulties moving around. Some persons, including students, were trapped as a result of the floods. Many of the affected persons say this is the first time they are experiencing flooding in their areas. The residents have thus called on government to put in place urgent measures to address the issue.
The shop idea on the paint in India, my name is Buonma. Yantimia, the time flew on Suno. I will remove cast and I said them while. Let's say a local no my 18 moving, and sooner you move mass casting inside the normal. Yes, sir. But if one had a 200 a month 10 my bread. A woman boy, you my dear, Nansono. A new mudiesa. It is so almost a gatano. I peace. I say, Timmy join. It's only bet me after moon at the apple.
How dear, Minia, baby. How pa, diable, a hapa, Yatin Hatchet, we might mean to Cramenche, 25 years a year. But any than surely dear, a chain. You move at the cropa potia. A man should know a highest hapa. Nazis, you know, Mida Mima dear. Me who is a gatana on Bayer, San Bayer, I'm wying. O my gatan, O man fat any hardy and sooner better no, they never be uncle. And the Yanata Hasa, the Basana, Tisana Tunabo, not a Mimana Ura assassin. It never be uncle, no air higher pa, and I got an issa. And the gata, and wasn't come with your Maya, or some come with your Kumasi Subiana, or Mubiuno.
Following the growing concerns by the affected persons for government to find a permanent solution to the issue, the Municipal Chief Executive for Obuasi, Elijah Dansibona, says his outfit is putting in efforts to construct more drains. After visiting some flooded areas, Mr. Dansibona has, however, attributed the incident partly to the indiscriminate dumping of refuse into drains by the residents.
Well, it is not about the size of the newly constructed drains. We have competent consultants who have studied the municipality and they have determined the size of the drains. We've not finished about, let's say, if you look at Obuasi, I can tell you that what we have done so far may not even go beyond 40% of the entire drainage that we want to cover in Obuasi. So no matter what you do, where we've not done the drains, definitely if it rains, it will flood the whole of this area. We'll talk about the size if we are done with it and still it overflows it back. My observation is clear to everybody. We've been to about 3-4 places and the destruction is clear for everybody to see. All I'm saying is that I mentioned that there is a tripod. Government has a role to play, Nananum has a role to play, Nananum have a role to play, and the residents also have a role to play. So let's come together. One pathetic thing I've seen in this destruction is the fact that people dump refuse into the drains, and that is bad. There is this woman behind me who showed us refuse. Where did the refuse come from? From somewhere, and finally gathered in their rooms. So my piece of advice to all of us is that don't throw rubbish into the drains. If you're also going to buy land, the fact that you've identified a land in the dry season and the place looks dry does not mean if it rains, it will spare you. So those who want to develop their lands, make sure drainage is done.
The Municipal Chief Executive has also admonished residents who have been affected to relocate to other areas anytime it is about to rain until the Assembly fully addresses the issue.
What you have to do is maybe leave your a place if you know it's an area that gets flooded anytime it rains. You have to leave the area. Take your kids away from the area until we are done, until we solve the problems of drainage. We will continue to experience this. So we need to speed up with what we are doing. At the same time, the people must also live up to the pieces of advice we've been giving them. Otherwise, natural disaster, it's difficult controlling. But if all of us are aware of it, will be able to save lives instead of being stubborn and then continue to do the old things. The result will not change.